All right, so we'll go over the first three here, and then we'll probably make a new video about the highly proficient optional ones, which are D and E. So if I was to do A, one thing it says graph the following rules on one set of axes and color code your lines with a highlighter. So I guess if you didn't use a highlighter, use something else, that's fine, but it's important that we color code our lines. So if I code this red, I need to have a red line here. And if I color coded a line here, it needs to match the code of whatever we did here. So if I made a red line down here, I would have to highlight this red too. A lot of students only made highlights on the graph and didn't make anything red up here, and that sometimes caused people to miss or just confuse me. So if this one says y equals 4x plus 3, I have talked a few times already in the review about how we already know that this number here is always going to be b, and that is going to be my y-intercept. So along the y-axis, I would have this be right there. A lot of students for some reason thought that it should be the x-axis, but the y-axis is always the one that's going up and down, and this is always where you're going to want this to go. Your graph is going to look incorrect if you don't do that. And then I look at my my m value here. My m value is -4, so that means that when I go forward one figure number, I'm going to go down 4. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, and now I have my next point right there. When I go forward one figure number, I am going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4 again. And every time I go over 1, I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4 figure numbers. So my red line is going to just connect those points. It's very important that you don't just draw your arrows, but you also connect the points. So that looks about right, just like that. And some students were making their lines really short, like only doing like one set of stairs. That's not very correct. If you do this again, you need to make sure that your line sort of extends off the grid in all directions. So make sure that it does that. B was the same sort of thing. B, I'll use purple for B. B, we start with our starting point, which I see here is 5, but I have to remember that this is a subtraction problem, and Mr. Kilmer always says change all subtraction to adding the opposite, because when I do that, that will make it very clear that my y-intercept is not +5, but it is -5. So we are going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it will be right here in this corner, will be my y-intercept here, and I see that my m value is 2, so this means I am going to go up 2 and over 1. Every time I go over 1, I'm going to go up 2 and over 1, so my points are there and there. Up 2, over 1 again, up 2, over 1, up 2, over 1. And let's see, my line looks like it's probably going to draw right about like that through all of the points. Oops, I made my line in the wrong color. It's important if we're color coding that we want to use the correct color. So let's try this one more time. I've said that the line was going to be purple, so I'll use a purple line. Otherwise, I'd have to recode it. Then, let's see, the next one, I am going to use blue. Use blue for this one. This is y equals 5x plus 1. I think this was one of the simpler ones. So for y equals 5x plus 1, I know that my y-intercept is going to be 1. And I know that I am growing by 5 each time, so I am going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That will bring me up to 6 as I go over 1. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. It's actually like off the grid, but it's going to be like somewhere right around there. If you don't have enough points to make your straight line, you can go back 1 and go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 if you would like, and back 1 and down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 if you would like. And then when we do that, we're going to draw our line through all of those points, and you should have a line approximately like that. And then down here at the bottom, I guess I want it to go off the screen. So this is what A, B, and C should look like. I'm going to stop the video there, but we can go over the highly